Welcome y'all to my channel. I'm Angie and I live in my van Parker full-time. Right now I am in Tennessee. Beautiful state. I'll be working here for the summer, but I have a day off and it is a beautiful day. I thought I would give you guys an update on the van. As some of y'all know, I have been doing a few updates here and there. When I was in Florida, I was doing a few updates, and let me show you what I've done. All right, welcome to my home. So if you notice, I have changed the colors in the van, the color scheme. I wanted it to be a little more bright and airy, so I changed it to the seafoam greenish color, and so no more red. I replaced the shelf here. This shelf is a lot more sturdy and I have a lot more space there, so I can put all of my like little toiletry things that I use every day. I stick them here, and then I have my beautiful plants, and I love my spice rack so much better now. Everything just fits in there so much better. I got rid of my mason jars, which I was kind of sad about, and I got these jars instead. So these jars here, these jars here hold little things, the things that I use the most, and they fit perfectly on the counter, so it doesn't take up too much space there. Of course, my fruit bowl. I'm a snacker guy, so I got my snacks there, and then over here I have my bathroom stuff. Well, my toothbrush, my toothpaste, and then on this side is usually where I put my utensils after I wash them. Right. So another thing that I changed this curtain out, and I put in a brighter curtain there. I still need to get the hooks to keep this up a little, just so it's a little more hidden, but it's fine the way it is. And I use Velcro to keep it down. So in this cabinet I keep like all my crafts, books and crafts, things like that, and you know, I have some fairy lights up there, as you can see. And then in this one here I keep like all of my bags for like my backpack is in there for outdoors. I keep an emergency light in there, just stuff like that. And in this one here, I keep all my other toiletries. So all of my other toiletries, they all go in here. So the Velcro works really well. Velcro is just wonderful. So I really love the Velcro. I have all this little, I decided I needed more cubby things, so I added a couple of these little cubbies here. So this has my glasses in it, pens, paper, and stuff like that, which is working out so much better than me just kind of trying to figure out where I'm going to put stuff. Here is my kitchen oven, which I absolutely love. It's a Camp Chef. It's a propane. And for those who are going to comment, propane is dangerous, I do have a carbon monoxide and propane detector. So when I cook, I keep everything open so that I get lots of ventilation. I have an electric refrigerator. I do not have a 12-volt refrigerator. Here's my pantry. So all my food is kept under here. And utensils are kept under there as well. Forks and spoons, knives and things. And then all of this stuff here, these are, you know, I just keep like seasonings. I have some sodas in there. I keep some of my veggies in there because it stays really cool down here, and the same with this one down here. So I have like onions and potatoes, and all my rices and things are like there. So I'm super stocked up. I really don't need to go grocery shopping, but I do it anyway. And underneath the cabinet here where the oven is, I have my pots and my pans. fix all of that stuff down there. My sink is powered by a foot pump. I decided not to use an electrical pump because I just didn't want to hassle with that and have to worry about my solar and things like that. And I felt like this way I can control how much water that I use. See, I have changed my bed and I changed the cushions on my seat, and they match the wall in the back, so no more pink. I kept my pink blinds there, as you can see, and I did that because it really works as far as light and heat. But what I also did was I made these curtains, so they actually snap on and off. And I was gonna snap them, but I don't want to mess up my bed. So they actually snap on and off, and I use them as blackout curtains. So it's just an additional layer of privacy. Here is where I keep my clothing. I just expanded this cabinet here so I can get more clothes up there. Like, I really need more clothes, but it works perfectly. I added a little battery powered puck light so I can see inside at night. And I actually had to add this onto there, this latch, because I had a big bump and the door opened up and my clothes came flying out. Right down here is my cubby area and charging station. So I have a 12 volt where I plug my fan into. I also have the USB plugs that go here so I can charge whatever I need to charge there. And underneath I just keep miscellaneous items like my remotes, my glasses, things that I just want to reach when I'm lying in bed. Alright guys, so this is the bed area. This is where the magic happens. No, not really. But this bed is a little bit underneath the full size. It is 48 inches this way, 67 inches this way, and I can sleep laying straight across. I don't have to curl up in a ball or sleep sideways. And it's very, very comfortable. It's 8 inches deep, an 8-inch memory foam mattress that I cut myself using a bread knife. The bread knife worked wonders for me. It cut it super smooth, super straight, which was amazing. So if you want to cut your bread, I suggest buying a fresh new bread knife. Right here, this is my bench area. The bench, I use it to sit and eat dinner off of my little table here, or off of the camp stove, off of the counter. I'm gonna buy a tray, but I just haven't figured out where I'm going to put the tray at. Space is always a thing. But here on the bench, I'll sit here on the bench, watch out the window, just kind of, so I'm not always sitting on the bed. But underneath the bench itself is storage space. So under the bench I have toiletries, blankets, I have my heating blanket down there, I have towels, things like that underneath this bench. Also, my solar lives underneath this area right here, so this easily accessible. In case I need to change something out, rewire something, whatever, I can get to it underneath the bench. The bed actually lifts up as well, so I can have the space to get to everything that I need to get to down there. And I will be showing y'all my solar right about now. Right, so here is underneath the bench. I have like toiletries, hair products and stuff. I have clothes down here, some blankets, towels in there, and then here's my inverter. It's a pure sine 1500 watt inverter. I have two gel 125 amp hour batteries underneath there. My fuse box. This actually I recently installed it, and it shuts the power off from my solar and from my front battery. I can charge my solar batteries with my starter battery. So I just turn this little switch on and it charges while it's running. So I just recently installed that. I'm just waiting to buy a couple of other components before I do that. And I also have underneath here, I did not paint it all the way. No, I'm lazy. So under here I have my MPP charger. My MPPT charger is a 40 amp hour. And my fire extinguisher's underneath here. And then this is just the wireless controller for that. So that's what I keep under there. So my solar is pretty much all in one little area. It's a very simple setup, very easy for me. I have two 100 watt panels on top of the van, and they've been working perfectly. I mean, on cloudy days it's a little harder, and that's why I bought the relay switch, so that if I need to, I can turn the van on and be able to charge the batteries while the van is running, just to help me out on those days. But overall, the solar has been working very well for me. Yes, the only thing I really use my solar for is to charge like my cameras, my laptop. I don't even really use my house lights that much, because I bought some puck lights that I use in the van to charge up things like every now and then to charge up my vacuum cleaner. So I don't really use it for a lot of things, so I don't use it extensively, but I would like to be able to use, like I have a small little blender I would like to be able to use, things like that. I have a heating blanket that I use, but that doesn't pull a lot of energy, so I don't really, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. These allergies are kicking. So I don't really use that except for in the winter time if it gets really cold, but it doesn't really pull a lot because it's a 12 volt heating blanket, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I don't really need a lot of solar, but it is nice to have it. And once I purchase the other two components, then I think that I'll have like everything I need, and I don't think I need to expand on it. Another thing that I use it for is for my Max air fan, which I use on a constant basis. So, but that draws very, very little amp hours. I want to say it's like 5 or 10, something like that. So it works out perfectly. So I created these blackout curtains here that I use at night or whenever I just want extra privacy. I use snaps, and they just snap right in, and that just helps to create a little bit of privacy at night. There's one for each side, so you can imagine this completely darkens everything out. Sometimes I fool myself into thinking that it's still dark outside when it's not. Alright, so let's go to the back of the van and check out the storage underneath there, which is pretty much the same as it was, but I've added a little bit, just a little. Okay, so the van from the back. Oh, it's looking pretty there. So the storage is pretty much the same. I have all of my camping equipment. I did trim down some of it because I had too much, but I did trim down a little bit. So I have an extra camping stove, my cold weather sleeping bag, my tent. I have a little chair from when I want to hang out outside. And then I have some more camping stuff underneath here, along with tools. And in this compartment, this is my added thing. So I have added a inflatable Oh, this is my workbench, guys. So if I need to work on the van, I use that little piece of wood so I can hang it out the van or put it on the table. So yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, I have added an inflatable tent to the van, which has been wonderful. I haven't put in here in Tennessee yet, but I'm just glad that I have it. I also keep my cables here. I have an electric cord there as well in case I need it, and then just miscellaneous things that I keep back here. But another added addition would be the curtains. So I've added these curtains here, blackout curtains, and I've actually blackened out the whole back windows. I don't use them at all, so I just completely blacked them out. But this curtain here is just for decoration, so I don't have to look at the reflectors there. Right here, what I did was, this was an ashtray and a cup holder. I just knocked that out and it opened up this space, and I'm able to put extra shoes and things inside of here. So living in a small space, every single piece that you can get some extra storage out of, you just have to do that. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and touring the van with me. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe below. Ask me a question. I'm always here for anybody that might have questions about van life or anything like that. I'm still kind of new to this, but I have been in the van for about 10 months now. So also, I am on Instagram. I have sometimes I put things on Instagram that I do not add here because I don't have enough footage, and I want to make sure when I'm over here I'm giving you guys, you know, the juicy stuff. No, not really, but yes, I am on Instagram under Angel's Excursion, so you can check me out over there. But until next time, guys, love and light.